that takes us to question number 5, the last one. Zila is making a plan to use her 12 pounds of clay. She still wants to make 6 mugs. She also wants to make 6 small bowls. Lizzie says, 12 pounds is not enough to make 6 mugs and 6 small bowls. I know because I did the math. But Zila says, it is enough if I make the bowl smaller. Make a plan for Zila to use no more than 12 pounds of clay to make 6 mugs and 6 bowls that are smaller than the bowls in the chart. In the plan, state how much clay she should use for each of her smaller bowls. Her bowls should all be the same size. Zila does not care about using exactly 12 pounds, but she does want to use as much of the clay as possible. Okay, so we need to make a plan. So there could be different plans. But let's take a look at what it's asking us to do. It's asking us to make a plan for Zila to use her 12 pounds of clay. She wants to make 6 mugs. She wants to make 6 small bowls. But the small bowls, Zila says, might need to be a little smaller than what we see on the chart. Let's figure out how much is needed to make 6 mugs. Well, if we go back to question number 3, we've already solved this. So we know that it takes 4.5 pounds of clay to make 6 small mugs. All right. So 3/4 times 6 is 4.5. So she has 12 pounds of clay. She does want to use as much of the clay as possible, but she doesn't care about using exactly 12. So if we have 12 pounds of clay and we're going to use 4.5 pounds of that clay to make the mugs, that leaves us with 7.5 pounds of clay to use to make the small bowls, because 4.5 plus 7.5 equals the 12. So we have 7.5 pounds of clay to work with. She needs to make 6 small bowls. So if we take 7.5 and divide it by 6, then we would know how big each small bowl needs to be to use exactly all 12 pounds of clay. But it says that Zila doesn't care about using exactly the 12 pounds. She just wants to use as much as possible. So let's make it easy and not divide the fractions. Let's just take the 7 pounds and divide it by the 6 small bowls that we need to make. And then there's our fraction. Each small bowl would need to be 7/6 of a pound. And then she would just have a little bit left over. And so that's all we would need to do to solve question number 5.